Hey guys, Thetcglover here. Just looking at the Astral pack that just got revealed, basically all the cards in it got revealed. And I was just looking at it and it looks okay. I've read about it from Cordero's Facebook, but now that I'm looking at it, I don't really see the hype. I mean, okay, the actual Astral pack itself is really good. It's a good idea. Okay, every time you go to a tournament, you come out with at least a super rare, so it's not that bad. And obviously, if you win the tournament, then you get multiple Astral packs, which means you get multiple rares and so on. So it's a good idea. Okay, it's one of those things that is going to appeal to everyone because everyone hates having to go to a local, spend money, and then lose, and then come out with nothing, and then realize that they just wasted their money. So in this case, you leave knowing that you've got something. Although all the super rares are going to be worthless except for like 2 of them. Flamville Fire Dog, super rare. Okay, great. No one plays that anymore. Genix Undyne, super rare. That might have some good use actually. Kagemusha, yes, about fucking time. Inzeta Centipede. That should have been a super anyway. Actually, no, it shouldn't have been because that would have been really gay. But you know, instead of Centipede is super rare. That's pretty good. It looked really good when the picture's bigger as well. Hieratic Dragon of Tefnuit. All the Hieratics should have been rare. You know, a super rare by now, like reprint or something. I don't know. Terraforming super rare. Why is this an issue? Moray of Greed super rare. Oh yeah, that's all right on the Merlantian hype, because it's really that big of a deal and it's not going to last for like 2 months, even though it is only going to last for 2 months. Mars Change, super rare. Okay, whatever dude, whatever. Hidden Armory, yeah, that's fine. It should have been a super rare in the structure deck anyway. Gates of Dark World, super rare. It should have been a super rare in the fucking structure deck. When it came out, people were asking, why is such a crucial card to the deck only is a common and you only get 1 of them in the deck? I mean, how retarded is that? Konami are just fucking retarded sometimes. I don't understand what they're doing. And then you look at the commons, and the only decent common out of the entire one of those is Dragon Ice, because it needed to be reprinted because it was going to like £30, $30 each, because it was like, oh yeah, it's a water type so you can discard it and then you get the Atlantean effects and everything. It's like, okay, well, oh, it's a common. Oh, great. Okay, so that means that everyone can stop being butthurt now, and hopefully. And you know, it was a secret rare in an old set which nobody had access to anymore. So you know, there was only so many of them around, and if you found one, then it was incredibly expensive. The person who had it wasn't going to part with it, especially if it was a mint condition. So yeah, and there's 3 ultimate rares, which means that if you don't get a super rare, you get an ultimate rare. So it's not like it's going to be really like, oh wow, this is really hard to get hold of. I'm pretty sure that there'll be a lot of ultimate rares. So Tsukiyomi, Debris Dragon, and Photon Thrasher. I couldn't give a shit about any of those. I mean, Debris Dragon, I guess. The other 2, I mean, Tsukiyomi, why? Why not just BLS? Or why not just something bigger that isn't a card that's come off the list and no one uses it anyway? Although it would look good in Ultimate Rare, I have to say, once the picture's bigger and stuff like that. Debris Dragon, you know, it was already a super in Turbo Pack. I think it was either 2 or 4 or 3, one of those ones. I think it was 4 that had Debris Dragon as a super rare, and it looks really good. It's just a shame that they would use an ultimate rare slot for it. I mean, a lot of the time I just feel like Konami are taking the piss. I mean, you can just look and tell. Actually, I'll tell you what, I'll link this link, the one that I'm looking at now. If you haven't seen it, I'll put it in the description below so you can see it. A lot of the stuff, it's like you'd pull it and you would think, I couldn't give a fuck. Honestly, I don't really... One thing that I really wanted to see was a personal want of mine, which was a Herald of Orange Light as a super rare, or even an ultimate rare. You know, it's like... A lot of these cards do appeal to certain people, I have to say, okay? Like Kagemusha, Genix Undyne, Inzeta Centipede, and Gates of Dark World. That's it, the 4 cards, right? But all the other super rares, the other 6 of them, I think there's 6 or 12, I don't know. They're shit. They're all rubbish. You don't want to get any of those. And if you do get them, then they're going to be absolutely worthless. In fact, I think Dragon Ice as a common is worth more than the super rares in this set. Nice try, Konami. You did get a few nice cards, but once again, you've done this thing where you are reprinting cards that don't need to be reprinted, that no one gives a shit about. And if you do get hold of it, oh, I have a super rare version of a card I have like 20 commons of. So what is the point? I do like the Astral pack, but the fact is that Konami are giving us this amazing thing and they haven't done it right. I don't feel like like it's worth my time to go and get super rares of cards that are going to be worthless. It's like going to buy Hidden Arsenal. Like Hidden Arsenal, the packs are, you get less cards per pack, but each card is a holographic card. Okay, so that means that everyone who gets a card is going to be like, oh wow, I've got loads of loads of holo cards out of my box. It's great, but all of them are rubbish except for like 3 of them. Like when the Hidden Arsenal 1 came out, Bionic missed one, Catasta, and that was it. There were no other cards in that set that were worth anything. So you got to think, like, sure, give us all these holo cards. That, I mean, it's just when it comes down to it, the consumer base in Yu-Gi-Oh are not stupid. You know, a lot of them buy boxes because they have the money and they know that they might get return on their investment. But if they don't, then they learn their lesson and they stop doing it. So in this case, it's not gonna work. It's not good enough. It needs to be better. There needs to be more super rares. You need to basically open up a super rare and think, oh, this card is worth £5. I can trade this and get my entry fee back, so that I didn't waste my time if I lost. But no, they're all shit. They're all shit basically, except for a few of them. And that's, you know, if you get one of those, then it's like, yay. But otherwise, there's no, what's the big deal? It's not, they're not even worth that much. So yeah, so that's my opinion on the Astral pack. It could be a lot better, it could be a lot worse, I guess. But a lot of the commons are rubbish, except for one. So yeah, that's it. What do you think about the Astral pack? If you think it's a good idea, but it was done wrong, in my opinion. So comment down below, like, subscribe, and check out my video before that was talking about the Dueling Network v Yugioh Pro. And that's pretty much it. I'll see you in a few days. So until next time, guys, the TCG Lover is out.